When did you know you'd have your own fan club and that they would be dressing for the occasion? We're pleased to be joined by referee Stephen Hiff, who officiated his first NHL game last April when the Kraken hosted San Jose at Climate Pledge Arena. Stephen, thank you for your time.
Yeah, absolutely. Pleasure to be here.
Take us back to when you got the call or text or carrier pigeon telling you your NHL debut would come in Seattle, and what went through your mind?
Yeah, the whole couple weeks leading up to the game was pretty surreal. When the schedule came out, that's kind of when I saw it first. When the league releases the schedule, and my name had popped up on one of the games on the NHL side of things in Seattle, and it's a tough feeling to kind of explain. It's pretty surreal. This is something that I've worked many years prior to and leading up to it, and to finally get that, kind of see your name even on the schedule, let alone be in the game, was a pretty special moment.
Your reffing partner that night, Chris Schlenker, he's an interesting dude. Chris spent a decade as a police officer. Since his first NHL game was in 2016, what words of wisdom did he share with you?
Yeah, Chris, honestly, I couldn't have asked for a better partner that night. Even days leading up to it, he would text me or call me just to see how I was doing, if everything I had planned kind of was in order, even with friends and family coming to town. So his calming demeanor and keeping things kind of light and loose leading up to the game was huge for me to keep things kind of calm.
Now, I checked. I don't think the other officials made you skate a solo lap when you came on the ice, right?
No, I didn't get the solo lap. Chris said that wasn't his style. So you didn't want to put too much pressure on me. So I was I was pretty fortunate to have that happen. But yeah, I know that's usually a kind of trend that's been happening, especially for the players nowadays.
I've talked to rookie players who've told me, as we look a little video of you at work, that it takes a few shifts before they get relaxed, get into the game, and forget that it's their debut. How long did it take you?
To be honest, since I've started officiating, I think I've kind of trained myself to be able to block a lot of things out. And obviously this game in particular was going to be very special, and there were a lot of nerves leading up to it. But as soon as that puck was down, I kind of just wanted to treat it as any other game. And things kind of, as soon as the game gets going, things kind of settle in, and you just want to do your job kind of to the best of your ability.
Your debut went viral, as the kids like to say, because of the Stephen Hiff cheering section, which we're going to show in a moment. That included your mom and dad, with everyone dressed stylishly in stripes. When did you know you'd have your own fan club and that they would be dressing for the occasion?
Yeah, in terms of dressing for the occasion, I wasn't too sure what was going to transpire there. But like I said, with a few weeks to kind of prepare for the first game, I wanted to kind of have like first and foremost my parents there for sure, and my brothers and a couple buddies in town to make the trip. So in terms of geographically, Seattle wasn't exactly the easiest of locations for them to get out there, but so fortunate and pretty humbled for them to take time out of their busy schedules to come out and support me.
Is that right, that one of the traveling party came all the way from Africa?
Yeah, so that was another kind of surprise of the whole experience. One of my younger brothers is currently living over there. He works for a startup company. So it was actually the night prior. I was down in the hotel lobby about to welcome my parents and girlfriend that made the trip out from the airport. And I don't think he was planning on me running into him then, but I saw him down there in the lobby. It was a big surprise. We embraced, and it had been quite a while since I had seen him. So that was a very special moment.
I want to show you a fun clip. There's a clip of Joey Decord, the Kraken goalie, giving you a stick tap. Did you tell him or any of the other players that this was your first NHL game?
No, I hadn't communicated anything with the players or anything, but from what I kind of heard afterwards, I think the building themselves kind of put me up on the jumbotron, which I also wasn't aware of. So I think that's what kind of made the players aware of it being my first game, and yeah, there was a couple just pleasantries exchanged and back to the game. So.
Are you typically someone who talks a lot to the players during a game?
Yeah, I think just communication is a big part of our job, obviously, throughout the game to make sure players and coaches are kind of on the same page and know what's going on, and that's a big part of our role, to serve the game down at ice level. So when necessary, I like to do it. Every guy's a little bit different in their style, but that's how I would say that.
I want to go back to your rooting section for a moment. I have to imagine that you snuck a glance or three up to section 20 at Climate Pledge Arena during the evening.
Yeah. There was a few times, and I would usually just do it kind of at the start of the period or whatever when things were a little less chaotic on the ice, obviously. But yeah, definitely snuck a few glances up there, and like I said, it was a pretty surreal experience, and to have all their support was super special.
Well, they were easy to spot.
Yes, yeah, exactly.
Or easy to stripe, as the case may be. Here's something you may not know. The Kraken mascot, Bowie, during the game, decided to do a full swan dive into your rooting section. Were you aware of this?
No, I was not. A lot of the things that I saw after the game, I was not aware of, but obviously a few clips were going around, I think, the social medias and everything like that. So kind of after the game, my family was sharing all the videos that were kind of going around, and it's fun for them, right? They're the ones that have kind of got me to this stage in my career and supported me along the way. So for them to have those little memories or little tidbit videos, to carry with them is that's kind of what it's all about.
That was 2 minutes for diving, right?
Yeah, it looks that way.
Any other stories from the game that we don't know about? And if you don't have any, feel free to make one up.
Yeah, you know what, Glenn, honestly, that first game and the entire day kind of just it seemed like it flew by in a minute. So a lot of it was just me focused on my job and kind of what I had to do to prepare for the game. And a lot of the things I think I was pretty much oblivious to. So yeah, I was very fortunate to have the crew that I did, to be on the ice with me and support me and do everything that they did to make me feel comfortable. And the game went well, in my opinion. So that's kind of all you can ask for.
One last clip from the game. This is as it was ending. The off-ice officials, as you'll see, made sure that you didn't leave empty-handed. They had one or more game pucks to give you, and we'll see that in a moment. Do any of these pucks or other mementos, are they mounted somewhere? Are they hanging somewhere back at home?
Yeah, absolutely. They're not quite mounted yet, but I know where those pucks are, and a couple of them I gave to family members for them to kind of have something to remember the experience by. But yeah, a few of those I'll definitely be keeping for the rest of my career. That's for sure.